Which is funny because like there's times when we're like, can't hear anybody, and then all of a sudden Jamie's just like whispering.
First bell.
Clear as a bell. I was like, lesson learned.
Okay, 7 o'clock, May 9th, meeting board, planning board.
I get 3 minutes.
Oh, maybe. Alright, so we'll get started. Everyone have an opportunity to read the minutes. Any corrections, issues? Motion to approve the minutes. Phil, Leif, all in favor? Aye. Thank you. Alright. We're gonna do a quick one here first, which is Feldmeyer. Doug just joined us. Feldmeyer, RHF Tech. We need to declare this a type 1 action for the seeker. They're going to IDA. We need to make that motion. So I'm gonna make a motion to declare this a type 1 action under seeker and declare that the planning board is not the lead agency under seeker. Any objections to that one? Motion to approve. I'll move, Leif seconds, all in favor? Unanimous. Alright. Got that one good. Okay.
Work session.
Yes, work sessions for this week. We had Feldmeyer and yeah. Okay. Thank you. All right, first up, FedEx. This point. We have everything we need from them. Are there any changes, updates since the last?
Since our digital submittal, I can put it on the screen, but if there's no changes since that digital submittal, which we had that screening plan in front of the storm shelter.
Okay.
So if you'd like to see that, talk about it on the board or.
An opportunity to look at it.
Did they answer what was happening with the sidewalk that was being basically covered by the storm shelter?
Yeah, I think that was
That been
being
resolved?
There's an existing sidewalk underneath the storm shelter, that one I think is being removed, right?
Right, so the detailing shows an appropriate ADA accessible walk from the terminal building to the storm shelter, so we've got that
There's an
detail.
existing one that goes out from the building out that way,
That'll be removed.
Will be grassed.
That'll be grassed.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and read the motion.
Well, the shelter encompasses something inside, all of the grass, but.
Yes.
Understand.
Yeah, that's like the sidewalk would be removed, it would be
Right, and so.
shelter and then regrass, whatever.
You wanna put it up? You guys making me short, guys, reach.
You can push that table down, make it easier.
There we go. Come here. Go to the PDF FedEx presentation. Yeah, that one. Just you can just go past that. I got introduction, and on the Zoom we do have. I saw Mike O'Brien and our architect Rob McManus from Ford Associates. So go next one; it'll help us. One more. So.
Right, so you see the existing sidewalk that's under.
Yeah, actually, do one more because I got it blown up in a pretty good detail. So the existing sidewalk, which is over here and has a little planter area, that's going to be put back into grass, and then we have a new ramp, a new sidewalk, and the entry door to the storm shelter is here on the south side of it.
That's correct, yeah. And that sidewalk that you called out that's under the storm shelter, this is Mike O'Brien, sorry. That is actually just gravel at this time. It's not technically a sidewalk, it's just a gravel path.
Right.
I'm sorry, you say that again?
This walk is a gravel area, it's not a concrete concrete sidewalk. It
Where
just,
does it lead? It just leads into the,
it just kind of takes you across into the asphalt area. Because this is kind of like an island that separates the truck bays here to the north side.
and correct, there's no parking or anything to the north.
No, there is not. Yeah, Page North, which would be the west side.
But the gravel will be.
Turned into grass.
Into grass.
Right.
That's the.
Yes. And then this kind of shows that screening, and of which, you know, we're matching the screening that is on the east side of the terminal building, which protects and screens off the existing generators. And if we click a couple, we got an existing picture of what those spruce trees look like, and we're trying to match those species in that tree. It's about 3 more. So this is a real life picture. We went out after the last meeting on April 23rd. So from Canada Drive, looking, you can kind of see where that FedEx, that's where the bays are. And so the storm shelter, only 10 foot high, will be in that area. Go ahead, one more. So this is the existing screening on the east side of the building with the generator pad and same species that are there on the east side, we're replicating that on the west side. So when you take those two pieces together from Canada Drive, and when those species, which again, based on requirements, they're gonna be planted at a 3 to 3.5 inch caliper, so they'll be a good size to start, and then they'll grow quick.
Okay. Any other questions?
The person who's on Zoom, just want to put in the minutes.
So yeah, Mike O'Brien, he's from Kiernan West, he's a developer, and Rob McManus from Ford Architects, our project architect, is on as well.
Thank you.
I don't know, is Gerald on or Grayson? Mike, I don't
No,
know.
I think that's all we have right now.
Okay,
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and read the motion. Motion to approve the site plan submission, with the submission last dated April 29th, 2024, with the following findings and conditions. This is a modification of the existing site plan for the FedEx project to construct on the approved site a new fleet service structure and a detached storm shelter. The EAF submitted by the applicant has been reviewed, and this is an unlisted action under the seeker, and the board issues a negative declaration on same. The project is exempt from Onondaga County Planning Board referral. And this project was a Parachik award-winning project for style and suitability in the industrial zone. Accordingly, the applicant has worked with the planning board, particularly with respect to the storm shelter, to provide a location and plan amenities that will be compatible with these premises and the use, with the board being sensitive to the potential need for this type of structure and the safety of employees. All findings and conditions of the prior approval site plan for the FedEx premises at 201 Canada Drive remain in full force and effect and unmodified except as specifically modified herein.
Typically, pursuant to town code section. From what, from each one.
What do you want to say?
192, 192.
Oh, because it's already in the prior approval.
That's where it is?
Yep.
Okay,
That's why we put it in there, yep.
so there's the motion. And Kevin, second, Blake, all in favor? Aye, great, thank you.
thank you very much.
Thanks, everybody.
I'm pulling.
Thank you, everyone.
Not have Whitewaters remove their application at the last minute this afternoon, so they will not be on the agenda this evening. Literal last minute. All right, Waylaw. With this,
They withdrew the whole application, we'll put it in minutes.
Are they just?
no, they decided they're gonna change so that they will not need an exterior,
You're gonna go into
they're gonna go interior now.
Okay.
As far as we're aware, so unless they come back to us. Okay, Waylock. This is a referral to ZBA. I think we've all reviewed this project so far, so this is a simple referral to ZBA. This gets them onto the agenda for the 21st, I believe is the ZBA meeting,
20th.
the 20th. And then they will be back in front of us on the 23rd with, hopefully with a positive outcome. So I'm just gonna go ahead and read the recommendation to the ZBA. This is a positive recommendation to the zoning board of appeals as follows. Number one, to allow the requested front yard variance of 13.8 feet so that the portion of the new construction addition to the building will be 36.2 feet from the boundary of the front yard. From a planning standpoint, the visual impact of this variance is minimal and will be architecturally compatible with the existing structure. The intended use of the addition will increase the viability of the structure for the intended use as a pizza establishment. Number two, allow for 2 additional signs of the structure on the north and east facades of the side in the size and configuration as shown on the site plan to be placed upon the 2 facades which do not face on the road where the structure has access as required by the code. The variance application also requests a variance for a 3rd sign that has been determined by the department that 2 of the facades do in fact front on streets to which the premises has access. Accordingly, the 2 signs which face Waylock are allowed by right and are located on the west and south facades. The signs requested, including those allowed by right, are signs which currently exist on the premises in connection with the prior use and have existed for some years without complaint. Given the location of this facility in an office park and the route by which the site is accessed, the signs are reasonably necessary to identify the use of the user. Additionally, the signage, where located and is proposed to stay, is reasonably compatible with the office park and surrounding area and does not create the sign clutter that the code seeks to avoid. This applicant will be required to return to the planning board for final site plan approval, and signs will be part of the final site plan package. I have a motion to make the recommendation. Joe? Leif? All in favor? Great, yeah, so that'll go to ZBA.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Oh, who's that?
Who was on the line?
This is Brett Steenberg. I'm the engineer for the applicant.
Thank you, Brett.
Thank you. Appreciate your time this evening.
Okay, up next, so we've got 2 concepts in front of us tonight. First up is gonna be the JCC with
Andy Ramsgard, architect for JCC.
What we're proposing is just a replacement in kind of existing pieces, the sidewalk, which is shaded in the existing locations. We're proposing, that's it, the main entry is on the right. On the left is the secondary entrance. They have 2 canopies existing that are approximately 18 feet, or sorry, 16 feet by 25 on the left. And then,
we just back out and go to the overall site plan first, so we can get a
so, yeah, both are at the front of the building. The building's on Thompson Road, location plan here. The main JCC entry is here. The proposed work area is highlighted with the work limit box. And on the first entry and the second entry, same thing. It's very small work area, and really we're just replacing in kind the existing structures that are there. Next one. Go to the next. Oh, sorry. Alright, so this is a rendering of the secondary entry that is on the north side of the building. This is the existing canopy from the 50s. It's a flat canopy. It has
curvilinear slope. Somebody thought it was good looking sometime, but yeah, I know, it's really straight. What we're proposing is basically just do a simple arch canopy, replace the existing columns. We're gonna remove the interior bearing points and just have 2 columns for the support continuous span of beam back. There's a mud-in LED strip that when the lights are off, you can't even tell really that the fixtures are even there. And that's really just to light up the sidewalk. We're replacing railings as well on all the staircases. They're all shot. They're rotted out at the bases. The stairs are all, concrete's all rotted. Very simple. These are street elevations facing Thompson Road. The canopy we just looked at, it's approximately 16 feet wide, 18 feet tall, which matches the original height at the eave. The existing ones kind of bend up, but these kind of curve over. Replacing the rails and the platforms of the sidewalk out.
So it is slightly higher than the one that exists right now.
Yeah, it's slightly higher, because of the shape. So the main entry, we're proposing a similar design. This has a fascia up within the arch that's close to the building, or close to the front of the entry, whereas it's recessed in on the secondary entry. That's really just a big play to make sure that everybody knows what the main entry is versus the secondary entry, just kind of a architectural cue. We're replacing the staircase in kind and the sidewalk that's in the front. You saw that on the site plan and the enlarged plan. Independent railings coming down and a wall railing on the side. And then we're proposing a stone wall across the front of the building that catches the end of the slope of the accessibility ramp here, and then just continues the line along.
How high is the stone wall at the
36
ramp?
inches. 36. So can go, and then we also have the show up on the plan, the enlarged plans. We're wanting to replace the existing bollards in kind in the location. There's 11 that we want to replace. They're shot. Lenses are all discolored, and the bodies are bases are rotted out. So it's time, but they'll go in exactly the same spot. We have.
Andy, where does the canopy, I got the Google Earth map up, I'm just out of perspective. The old tongue came out, crossed the ramp zone, and then flew out beyond it and got over the stairs.
Yeah.
Where, in relationship to the ramp, to the sidewalk with the railing on it, does the new front canopy come out to?
Where, ask that again?
Yeah, so see the railing to the right?
Here.
No, up on the walkway, right there.
Yeah.
Where does the new front of the canopy come in relationship to that? You're not coming out as far as this old one is, correct?
No, the columns go in basically in the same spot because the columns are ahead of the post.
Okay.
And then we won't have a post there because the railing for the ramp is a wall mounted ramp. And it goes across.
And the wall slides in behind the column?
Yes,
Okay,
yep.
that's what I'm looking to.
That expresses the column.
Covers the landings.
Yeah, the sidewalk is all deteriorated, the ramp doesn't meet ADA, it's an inch and a half of frost and heat. So that's it, it's really simple.
Okay. So at this point, this is just a conceptual presentation. So we appreciate you updating us. I think the 2 meetings, you're on a track A, is that?
Yeah.
Track A. So we'll get any comments back to you guys, and then the submission date would be 2 weeks from today for the next package in order to be on for the next HRAC meeting.
Okay, great.
Okay, so we'll pull those comments together, they'll come out of
And we
a lot.
like, and we like this project.
Yeah, this is great. Good,
And
thank you.
does the bollard that you're putting in have a different design? Is it the one that you
Yes, it's the
submitted?
yeah, if you can go back and look, so it's a filigree pattern. So it's a very filter light, it creates really interesting shadows on the ground, you know.
But they're solid now.
They're solid and they have
Like
like a 3-inch plastic screen, you know, so those ones, they just cast light sideways.
Yeah.
These cast light, you know, it's a circular.
Around. Yeah, thank you.
And then I think Doug, you made a comment when we were talking about this on Tuesday, make sure that all the railings are
To code.
code
Yeah.
compliant.
Yeah, everything's gonna
The
match.
sketch it isn't.
Yeah, the renderings and.
The renderings,
drawings and-
the one that came in before was somewhere was half on the bottom stair and half off, like, I know the heights were, it was goofy.
Guard slash railing.
Yeah.
It depends on like the height or what you were trying to do. Yeah, right there, and then no extension.
So I'm,
So it looks really low, like it's just a railing, maybe, but then it's attached in a lot of spots for railing. Yeah. Well, depending on how far it is off at that top part, so you may have to have a guard
I think right up to the stairs.
on the.
It's all
side.
flush on top.
Oh, it is, it looks like there's a drop because of the wall that you can see.
But just gotta check.
no, it's gonna be ADA and I drew it so it complied, so that's still.
Are you lighting any of those stairs?
No, it's gonna be in the canopy.
So, okay, so not.
Yeah, and it has, the bollards go up the side of the stairs.
Oh, okay,
So
that's
they're,
what's getting
they're
there.
here and here, and then there's, yeah. Well, that's my question.
That would be a
So I'm curious, the question is,
brilliant maintenance solution.
Which question?
I'm not sure what your question about needing accessibility ADA.
No, code compliance with the railing, like, they just didn't look as though they extended.
You know, yeah, they have a flat extension at the end of the top.
Okay. They just looked a little off, we're looking at the
Yeah,
renderings
that's
before, so.
No, it'll be it's gonna be, it's the exact same thing that's here with the extension, except we're dropping our post straight down. You can see the last post at the end of the stair.
Why does the center rail have infill between posts as opposed to being?
Just for the comparative look. You have, the landing has 2 extensions, so you wind up with kind of a white space. So you're landing at the top and bottom. I think it looks better compared to the first one.
Part of the shovel.
We're gonna be,
Oh, these are heated?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, that's good. Like that.
Okay,
Thank you.
Okay. Next up, Sunoco.
Thompson Road.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's the rendering.
That looks good. No.
So again, this is a concept presentation, so we'll do 15 minutes at most in here.
Bill Pitcher from Pitcher Architect representing the applicant. Let's go to the next page. About 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I did the original drawings for previous owner. And they got partially through and they subdivided the building into 2 tenant spaces. And the present owner decided he doesn't want that, so we're demolishing that interior wall and we're making it 1 tenant space. Basically, the work is all interior. It's plumbing, electrical, heating. The building really needs basically new electric lighting. The lighting wasn't code compliant before and they never finished putting it in code compliant. We're basically looking at a grocery store area here, cooler area here, kitchen and takeout food in that part of the building. Go to the next page. That's the ceiling, go to the next page. Okay. Basically, we're laying out some counters here, some coolers, a new restroom in the back for this area, new restroom down here, some work in the utility room, the sinks, and work on this new service line. Most of the equipment in there was in there before in terms of cooking and food and pizza. So we're doing minor repairs on the equipment. Next page. On the exterior, we're not intending to do anything. Basically, there may be some signage changes, but I don't think we need to address that at this point in time. Next page. That's the other sides of the building. Next page. Next page. Okay, basically the site, what we have is we have our setback lines and the building previously goes through the required front setback. This pretty much matches an earlier approved plot plan, somewhere in the early 2000s, in terms of the asphalt and the coverage.
Do you have a good sense of the history of this site?
Just what I've been telling you, I really don't know any more than that. I saw at one point a set of drawings done by another engineer, which had laid out the planting area here, the curb area here, and that was about it.
So you're gonna continue to be gas service?
Yes, only gas, food, groceries.
How long has the site been occupied?
2 to 3 years. 2 years.
Were the tanks upgraded when they had to be upgraded? Like New York state law required new safety, new tanks, right? Wasn't that recent?
So I got double line. There's one that was new for 2006. We're looking into the other 2 tanks now as we speak.
Everyone hear that?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's your name, sir?
Oh, Eamon Waddy, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Okay.
So in the images and stuff, there's part of the exterior falling down, so.
Oh, yeah. No, that's where I was gonna go. We were kind of looking at, we talked a little bit about this on Tuesday.
Looks like it got hit by a truck or something, driving through that corner.
Yeah, I mean, we've looked at the exterior of the building, I know that you made comment that you're not intending to touch the exterior of the building. This site has sat vacant for an extended period of time. The exterior definitely shows that it's sat vacant for an exterior or extended period of time. It will need to be brought up to town standard here.
And specifically which items?
Siding, windows, the whole soffit, lighting, any exterior lighting will need to be
Can we go back up?
LED.
Okay.
Well,
Okay, that is the previous sign, that'll go away. This is just stuff behind the windows. Need maybe a new gate on the dumpster area and around this is the air intake for the commercial.
Yep.
Behind the fence. And that's packing crates.
Yeah, I mean, if we get in,
It just looks like it's in rough shape.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
the
the front,
site, the,
you'd need bollards and stuff. There's no bollards at the entrances or doors to
Right.
keep the cars.
curb cuts,
The curb cuts, I think, are there. I remember that from the drawing.
I think the parking, you need to show a site plan with parking counts. This needs a full site plan package. It's not just an interior renovation at this point. I mean, it is you need to, I think you need to take probably full assessment of the whole building.
Sidewalk to asphalt.
And
Don't have issues.
so we can give you, you know, comments and a checklist
Yes.
from the town. But there will be, I mean, we'll probably have a significant amount of work in order to meet town standard. This is a new site plan application. The site needs to be brought up to the requirements of the town.
Okay.
Has there been any coordination with DEC on the tanks at all?
He said they were.
Yes,
in the
we're
process.
talking to DC as we speak now, just recently.
Okay, any other questions at this point? I mean, I think we've heard your intent for the interior, and the site intends to be used.
So a chart of parking counts.
Will need to be shown, you'll need to have a full site plan, lot plans, line yards.
So it was a gas station, convenience store gas station when it was originally built and approved, do you know that? This is, if that's the case, this isn't really a change in use.
It's not a
It's not a change in
it's
use,
not a change.
but it is a request for, it falls under the site plan.
Oh, no, I don't,
Criteria,
I
yeah.
don't disagree with that.
But it is, but it's a question, it's an allowed use.
Yeah.
It's,
And you have signage, I'm assuming that you'll wanna put on the building,
Oh, yeah, we haven't talked about that yet.
so I mean, we have a fairly robust sign code. I'll make sure that you hear that. Okay, so we'll work on getting you comments and go from there. Good, appreciate it.
Thank you, see you later.
You have your thumb drive up there.
Right.
Got it? Okay, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, that is everything. Are there any other open items that we need to discuss? No? Motion to close the meeting? Kevin? What?
The high tech.
We did that first.
that's what
I
they
moved that
was.
to first, just to
I
knock
thought
that
we
one off
flipped
as quick.
something.
Second,
Who did that, Kevin?
Kevin, of course. Joe, second, all in favor? Good, thank you.
Well, that's, see, Alana,
7:35.
we can do this.